I'm so tired. I was hanging out with my buddy today. Um, I post him a lot on social media. We're walking around downtown. We're both on this like weight loss journey. Um, been on the journey a few times. Been successful, but dude. Anyway, starting over. Um, yeah. So we're walking, dude. It's like, they say you want to get like 15 to 20K steps a day at least. So we do the math, and like every 2,000 steps is like a mile. And so, typically like what I do is I'm like rowing, I'm hitting the rower, or I'm doing stair stepper. I like to mix stuff up, or I run. I'll run like 2 to 3 miles. I'm not running 15,000 steps. So either way, I told him I'd join him. It was hard, man, especially for me right now. Like I'm not in the best shape. I'm working on it, and I ran a mile because I wanted to get it over with. And we walked 3 more, and then we went downtown and rocked another 4. And it's like 91 outside. Sorry, I'm checking my phone. Anyway, dude, that stuff sucked. Not so much the walking. I could walk forever. I love walking. There's so many people to talk to. I love talking to people and like meeting people and hearing their story. I love that. I'm a social person. I'd love to live downtown one day. But anyway, the heat, man. It's not like super hot here right now. It's like 90. Okay, so it's hot, right? Hotter than some places. It depends on like where you're from. But it's humid, bro. My 2 cats are right here. So it's like 90, and then it's like 65% humidity. Nothing crazy, but it's just hot. And I'm just tired. I came home. I still got some stuff I gotta do, but I'm just like tired, bro. But I had one of the best days I've ever had. Exerting myself for so long and spending time with people. And so, anyway, I I wanted to share that because I'm 23, about to be 24. My late teens and my early 20s have been some of the hardest years, bruh, for real. And my lips are so chapped. It's so gross. Y'all are gonna all see this and be like, oh, he has chapped lips. Anyway, they've been so tough, man. Coming back from college, I went to in person college for like a semester. I had so much fun. I came back home. I didn't know what I was gonna do, and like reality hit. I was so stressed about what to do. And at 23, I still don't really know what to do. I have some stuff going on. I own a really small business. I have an okay job. And my wife has a pretty good job. And so we do fine, right? Like we do okay. But I don't want to do what I do forever. And like, I'm not unique, right? Like, everybody feels that way at some point, you know? Um, my mom's a teacher. She's been a teacher for like 30 years. And throughout the years, man, even as a child, she'd be like, I fucking hate my job. Or, maybe not that, but she was, days were tough, man. She taught in some rougher areas, bro, and she just saw and heard, and some of the kids, man, they're just tough on her. And I remember watching my mom as like a kid be so frustrated with her day, and I'd be like, why don't you do something else? And when I was a kid, this would have been like before. This was when you could be a teacher and afford a house like on a single income without saving for 10 years. I don't know what teachers were making back then, but it was like under 40. It was a while ago. When McDonald's had dollar burgers. Now the dollar menu, like everything's like $2 or $3. Anyway, and she was like, no, like I love the kids. Like I love helping the kids. And so I don't know where I'm going really, but I guess I was trying to say like today on my walk, man, I got so exhausted, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And my mom, it's different, right? It's her job, but she enjoys what she does. She's 53 now. She's been teaching since she was like my age. So she enjoys it, man. I truly believe she cares about the kids and she's passionate. And so the really hard times, she can kind of like keep getting texts. She can kind of like push through everything. It's actually my mom. She's texting me right now. She's on summer break, dude, and we live in different states. We're like a flight away, like 1,100 miles. She's actually gonna come visit me next month. Her and my little brother. But no, yeah, she loves the kids. She really cares. And I guess I haven't found the thing that like I can struggle and come home and be like that was worth it. I haven't had that yet. So I'm not special. That's not a unique feeling, especially for someone my age, I don't believe. But, or people older, nobody ever really, there's no destination, right? There's no like arrival. At least to me, there's not. Everybody believes different things, but there's no arrival. But I'm trying to figure it out. I do like talking. I like entertaining. I'm gonna post this video, and nobody's gonna really look at it. I saw a guy on YouTube today. I'm not gonna say his name. But he was just talking, just being himself. A lot of the stuff I post, and I have a small account on Insta, like not even 5K followers. Like I'm not blowing up. But it's a lot of it's performance. It's me with a full battery, and I'm not gonna say it's not me, but it's performative. I'm silly, yeah, but like silly isn't me all the time. So I guess I just wanted to start talking on here. And it's hard, right? To put it out there into the world. I have a video on there. It's me playing with my cat's belly. I'll probably when I start posting more, I'll probably link the account to YouTube. But dude, it's got like 12 million views. And my cat's way more entertaining than me, right? So I'm not saying 12 million people will see this. I mean, maybe 5 will. But I'm watching the video. Million likes now. And I got a couple other good ones. But 1 million likes. And I'm thinking, what's in the background? Was my counter clean? Was my kitchen counter clean? Were there dirty dishes? I'm thinking, are people going to be upset? I'm playing with my cat's belly. Do they think I'm hurting my cat? Of course, people were upset. Some people were. For the most part, it's a harmless, it's just my cat gets up on this pull-up bar we have and she's kind of chubby and her belly kind of hangs down. I got these stupid glasses and I'm just, so. Anyway, I'm kind of going all over. I'm talking about this walk I had today, and then I'm talking about my mom, I'm talking about the cat. My point is, the most joyous I've ever been is getting on a camera and just talking to it like I'm talking to one of my friends. But that's not a job you can just apply for. And so I guess I dream of a way where I could post enough, sorry, I'm congested, that people would watch. But it's exhausting to post all the time, you know? So I'm trying some different stuff. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to also keep it authentic. I'm going to try not to cut this video any and clip it. I'm going to try to just straight cut through. I'm going to leave the moments of silence. I'm going to, I'm going to leave it all in there. So anyway, my point is I enjoyed that today. The struggle. I'm getting a call. I'm not going to answer it right now. It's my friend, but I'm trying to keep this going. Anyway, it's tough. And then simultaneously, I have this duty I feel to, I want to do something I enjoy, but I also want to make money. Not so I can have a fancy car, not so I can have a big house, but so my wife and I can do some of the things we want to do. So my mother doesn't have to work till her last day, And same for my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. Like, and my father. Like, I want a way to where I can stop that. And they're not poor, like they're all doing good. But the economy is just so tough for the average person. And here I am, I'm 23, and I'm sitting here struggling to choose what to do today. Currently I work in tech, and if you know anything about the tech sector right now, I'm just IT. But if you know anything about that world, it's just so shaky. At least for me it is. Everything's changing so fast, and if you don't adapt, you kind of get left behind. But yeah, I'd like to figure out a way to allow these people, maybe, not, like I said, not fancy cars and big houses, but some space to breathe. And that's like the big thing I think about. And so anyway, I'm watching this guy on YouTube earlier, and he's talking about not caring and just going. And so that's what I've been working on. I've been posting these silly videos. Not these, this is just me. It's not super silly, this is just me. But I've been posting these videos. I started a small business with my wife. We do vending machines. We have like AI vending machines, and they have cameras in them, and they can see what you take out, and they charge you for it. So that was, scary for us. Depending on what family you're from, you don't really have anybody encouraging you to do something different. And it's not like I'm an artist, right? I'm just selling candy and drinks. But I just saw people doing it online, And I was like, dude, I could do that. And so I've started, and it's doing okay. Um, I have more fun doing that, and I have more joy doing that and taking care of my little business baby, I guess, than I have doing anything ever. A lot of the people in my life have these career goals that are so set. It's like they can go talk to one of their coworkers and be like, well, how do I get where you're at? Or they can go talk to their boss and be like, how do I get in your position one day? And I'm not saying they have it easy. They don't. I'd almost say they have it harder. But they have a way where they can visualize and see someone else doing it. And so they can kind of, and this is more so me projecting, right? Like these people might not see it that way. I do. But when I used to have much bigger IT goals. I used to want to be a network engineer, and then I went and looked up the work required and the money they make. And they make good money. But with the way everything is and the things that I'd like to do, I don't feel like the grind is worth it. And again, I'm not special. That's common. I think one generation would be like, yeah, I totally get it. And another would maybe say, like, you're lazy, you don't want to work. I work. I want to work. But if I'm going to do it forever, I like it to be something that doesn't suck the life out of me. So, and that doesn't mean it's going to be something easy, right? Because I know a lot of people that do hard things. I have a buddy, it's the one I was just talking about. We went and walked everywhere today. He's a firefighter. He likes his job. And when I think about his job, things I like are the helping people. The things I don't like, the big one for me is trying to help people, but not succeeding. It's just, it's so dark, but people do it. It's, somebody's got to do it. And I love him. He's a really good dude. He's one of my best buddies. My wife likes her job. It's hard though. It's hard too. Sometimes it's stressful. She's over a decent number of people. But she really enjoys it. She never comes home. She's never came home and said, I hope I don't have to do this forever. She loves it. I think she was made for it. And her job truly is a job in people. She interacts with people and works with people. And my mother too. People, man. She's teaching these children. But anyway, it's hard to talk into the camera. I met a woman yesterday. Not gonna give her name. She knows my neighbor. I'm not gonna give her name either, but she wants to start a podcast. She's about my mother's age. She lives very close by in the city that I reside in. And she was talking about all these goals she has. She wants to create this system for, I don't remember exactly what it was. Maybe I'm a bad listener, but something along the lines. My wife walked in. She just got home from work. It's so weird when you're like talking to the camera, dude, and then somebody walks in, it feels like, the only thing I can compare it to is like you're beating your shit, man. Like you're fucking jacking off. And somebody walks in on you, and it's like, I wasn't doing that. Like, it's not exactly like that, but it's just, it's weird. I think that probably goes away the more you do it, right? That's why I'm doing it. It's hard. I was just saying, I like doing the difficult stuff. But for a long time, as a young adult, I chose, or my cats are eating, they're so loud. I chose to do things easy. I don't know why. Something changed. I had, like I said, I had like a rough time at certain parts. And something changed. I lost the fire, and in the past year, it's come back. And I've slowly been rebuilding and doing the hard stuff. I believe you can either choose the hard stuff or the hard stuff will choose you. And so I'm choosing the hard stuff because I went through a period of the hard stuff choosing me, and it was miserable. Things that shouldn't have been difficult were so tough for me. So I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm definitely going to post this. It's so scattered. It's so random. But anyway, yeah. Me and my buddy walked. Talked to my mom. Wife just got home. Life's not so bad, right? But I definitely am looking for something else. There's something else. And it's so funny because I'll post this and my friends and family will see it and they'll be like, they'll try to tell me what's missing. I have a lot of people that would maybe say it's Jesus, which is cool, whatever. Or that it's children. Then I have some people that would say you're just a whiny bitch. And, the squeaky wheel gets the freaking grease. So I'm trying to figure that out, man. I'm trying to do the hard stuff. And if you watch this long, right, it's going to be like a half-hour long video probably. And nobody's going to see it. But for the people that did, if there's anything you take away from me just mindlessly, diarrhea of the mouth. When I was a kid, my mom used to say, I have diarrhea of the mouth. I love my mom. She's so funny. But if there's anything you take away from this, do something hard. Whether it's going for that run, man, signing up for that membership, talking to that man or woman, calling that family member, doing the dishes, wherever you're at, do something hard. You might not feel better after doing it, but doing it is the first step to feeling better. And so, yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk about is today I was walking, it was hot, and I felt really good because it was so hard. And it was so hot.